What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So just the other day, we did our first look at the new MacBook Neo, as you can see here, and we came away pretty impressed. For a base model 13-inch entry-level MacBook, this baby checked a lot of boxes. But a lot of people are always going to be comparing these to Apple's other model, and today we actually also have the MacBook Air in-house. This is the M4 version. We're not going to jump into all the specs. We know the details. The M4 chip should run circles around the A18 Pro. However, this baby does have 16 gigs of RAM. It has a larger display. It has better sounding speakers, faster processors. We know what you're getting for double the price. Let's talk about what these look like on the outside, design language and all that, and see what you should decide on for your use case. Again, keep in mind, we're gonna do more hardware looks, then software, and a deep dive into processors, but I wanna give you a comparison just to see what Apple actually did differently with the Neo. Let's go. So as you can see, with the MacBook Air, one of the big differences is you getting that MagSafe charger that frees up both USB Type-C ports on the side of the device, and your headphone jack is located on the back right. With the Neo, as has been a big topic, not only do you not get MagSafe charging here, but you only have one USB-C 3 and one USB-C 2.0 port, and your headphone jack is on the front left side with nothing else on the right here. What you see here are your speaker grills. You do have sideways firing speakers, whereas with the MacBook Air, this is going to be coming up right from here instead of on the sides. And one thing we did notice right off the bat is just how loud the MacBook Air sounds relative to the Neo. The Neo is by far no slouch, but when you start putting them next to the MacBook Pros and the Airs, it definitely shows a little bit more tinny noise and not as rich sound as you would get on any of Apple's other MacBook lineups. Before we look at the screens, I do want to talk about these keyboards. With the upgraded model, you do have Touch ID on the sides. Obviously, that does come standard Air. And you do obviously have a larger touchpad area, whereas this one's smaller. This is touch capacitive. It is a haptic feedback engine here. This more has physical clicks and does feel like trackpads of years past. Now, having said that, they are both still glass trackpads. This is sizable enough, and I've had no issues using this one either. You can see the keys as well look a little different. You actually don't have any words on them, whereas you had shift, caps lock, return, things like that. That is not there on your actual Neo, but again, of course, it will be present on the Air. Take that for what you want. If that's important to you, that is a change as well. And then, of course, the big one that everyone's talking about, there are no backlit keys on the Neo, where you will have these, obviously, on your MacBook Air. So aside from that, let's talk about the displays. With the Neo, you do have that liquid retina display. It does get to about 1440p. It is capable of HDR, as well as the same nits of 500 brightness nits on both of these. Obviously, this Air has the larger display. You are reserved to only one option, and that is a 13-inch display on the Neo. Playing videos and all that and kind of seeing what you really get between them, I have to say they both look really good, and I've had no issues watching anything at all between all of the videos. Let's just play a couple separate ones. You can see how quick it loaded on the Air, and then now you can see how quick it loaded up on the Neo as well on separate videos from the channel. I have to say both look great. Again, if I wanted to go ahead and open up the brightness and max it out, very comparable. You can see here, this is in 4K. I believe this is in HDR on the Air. But if I wanted to pull up the exact same video to show you the brightness, and as you can see here, these both are in HDR, and you can see again that it is running in HDR settings in YouTube on both. We'll go ahead and actually open this up, and you can see exactly what they both look like while they're playing. I think both displays look great. I do actually like not having a notch on the Neo display. It's something Apple's been using forever now on their MacBooks. That notch has been around for a number of years. Hopefully at the end of 2026 now, that will go away. We might get a hole punch, but it will look a ton nicer and more uniform across the board. Again, it's my personal preference. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below regarding displays. Now, looking past this, again, the speed is going to be what a lot of people are always going to wonder about. And obviously doing basic tasks between either of these aren't going to be an issue at all. Like I said, the M4 iPad Air does have 16 gigs of RAM. You're reserved to only 8 on this. Take that for what you want. But with these 8 gigs, as long as you're not doing heavy duty 4K web edits, you should be perfectly fine. Just to show you over Wi-Fi a speed test as well, I'm gonna run these at the same time. I know people say it's not conducive to do so, but I wanna run these simultaneously in case you have multiple devices in the house running at the same time to give you an idea. And as you can see, the Air is coming out a little ahead with 440 megabits per second over around 420 on the Neo. And actually, as I said that, you can see how it kicked up. This actually finished with 524 megabits per second down as opposed to the 418 on the Air. And upload looks like it's going to go in the Neo's favor as well, possibly, even though it's bouncing around. Let's see at the end. No, so the Air actually beat it a little bit with, what was it, 62.19 as opposed to here, the 47.42. This is just one test. We'll go ahead and run it one last time just to see what we get out of it and go from there. Okay, you can see again, the Neo crushed it with 609 megabits per second down as opposed to 417 on the Air. And our uploads are doing the exact same thing as last time. The Neo is running it from the start, but it is falling down a little bit. However, this time it did win with 69 megabits up as opposed to 47 megabits up. And just to run a simple benchmark test, I'm using Silverbench right now, and it is going to run this really quick to see exactly how these two laptops benchmark against each other. Again, this is not the end all be all. We know what should happen from these tests. You know what you're getting into buying one of these Neos, but for a little bit of peace of mind, I do want to show you how well it does work. You can see already just how much quicker the Air finished this test to kind of get an idea and see how well it'll generate this image. It's not even close. Been done for a couple seconds here on the Air, as opposed to the Neo still going through this web benchmark. Let's see as soon as this finishes now, what we get. Okay, so we got a 27,470 as opposed to a 53,964. Quite the difference there. Not quite double, but it is a significant difference nonetheless. Like I said, I'm not going to go through a ton of benchmarks in this video. I just really wanted you guys to get a look at it and see what you guys thought. One thing I did forget to mention in regards to the keyboard also, and it is hard to see in certain videos, but as opposed to all other keyboards on Macs, they have black keys with white letters. On the actual Neo, you are getting what they're calling a color matched keyboard, and it does have a slight tint of color depending on what version you get. However, they just look kind of like a washed or faded white to me. I don't think it is massively different, but you guys can let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this keyboard? But that's it for this one, guys. Let me know what you think. If you're gonna go pick up a laptop, don't forget, use that affiliate link up down below. I greatly appreciate it. It helps out the channel immensely. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.